Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your December 2015 love reading. It's Raina here. And as I was picking the cards, I was like, oh, geez, what is it with Capricorn? Oh, you guys. I picked the Three of Swords for the first card to describe how you feel coming into the month of December. So, this is the card of somebody who's grieving the loss of a partner. And it seems to me that and I wonder if Capricorns struggle with relationship issues more than the average sign. I'm not so sure about that, but if that's the case, I believe it's because some of you are not open enough with your feelings and maybe even tend to be a little bit too rigid and controlling and humorless and stuck in your ways. And this can kind of put a damper on a romance, I guess. I picked the second card to describe why this happened, and it was the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is all about conformity and conservatism, the system, so to speak. And so it could be that you were coming across a little bit too stuffy and too much of a traditionalist for the other person, especially if that person was an air sign or a fire sign. It could also mean that you found out that the other person was married, because this can indicate somebody who's married. It could have something to do with the law, and perhaps you got divorced and you're still grieving the loss of the relationship. But whatever is going on, remember that you can use a Hierophant to your advantage because it's all about spiritual development. It may have been that you were perceived as not being spiritually developed enough, or maybe they saw you as too much of that and they were too frivolous, and there was kind of a gap in your consciousness. The advice from the universe is the Devil card. And I don't know if many Capricorns are aware of this, but you are connected to the Devil card in the Troll, the sign of Capricorn. And it's actually because of Saturn. And that's what this card represents. Now, Saturn is all about discipline, and the Devil card is all about addiction. And so it's asking you have to get out of the bondage of some situation. Some of you, it might be a particular person that you have a compulsion, or I don't want to say an obsession, but you're going back and forth with a person that just is not happening for you, that is not adding to your life, but you feel this strange compulsion. As I have been doing the charts of clients, it astounds me how many of them have either planets in the 12th house, which is the unconscious mind, or or an afflicted Neptune. And one of the things is when you have, for instance, Mars square Neptune, you can engage in behaviors that you're not consciously aware of why it has such a hold over you. So, this is something to look at when you are dating or otherwise involved with another person. Is there an addictive quality to that relationship that is causing you to go back for more, even though it's not healthy? The advice is the Three of Pentacles, and this is about a work in progress. And the threes represent the creative part of us. And so, with the Pentacles, it being a Pentacles card, you're doing some great work. And so, maybe you need to focus on your work, a burgeoning career, a burgeoning business, and stop getting sidetracked in unproductive affairs, because the pentacles can indicate financial success. And what is required of you is perseverance, because you're not quite there yet, but you're on the right path. And the outcome is the Nine of Swords. And I always get a little bit confused when this card, which is not a positive card, is the outcome. And so my spin on it is that it is possible that during this period, some of you are just going to have to go through some stuff. Remember, and this is very important, during the month of December, when the sun is in Sagittarius, which is most of the month, this is your 12th house. And the 12th house is totally how I would connect the Nine of Swords, especially with Mercury in the 12th, because it's all about the thoughts that are bubbling beneath the surface and keep us up at night. And because you're not consciously aware of it, you can't pin it down, and that creates even more anxiety. And so this may be just some phase that you have to go through until you have your solar return, which will be happening in the last week of the month. And gradually you will start to feel more and more energy, be your old self again. But during this period, if you are experiencing anxiety and you can't seem to get a handle on your thoughts, this is a great time to meditate. When the new moon is in the 12th house, which is going to be happening for you on December 11th, that might be a time to really embark on a program of meditation. So, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like something more personalized, just click on the link below. And otherwise, have a wonderful December. Bye.